right now, I want you to think, why is 2026 going to be any different than 2025? If nothing's coming to your head right now, that's a pretty clear indication that this year will not be any different. And maybe you're okay with that. But if you're not, and if you want something more from this year, I'm going to be sharing the 3 things that I found have made a really big difference in me achieving my goals. Now, I'm not anywhere near being perfect at this. I'm still in the process. But 2025 was the actual first year of my life where I feel like I've actually achieved things. Gotten better in my career, in my hard skills like Python and coding, and I actually started this YouTube project that I've been wanting to do my entire life. So let's get right into it. The first thing, working hard is not enough, okay? We all work hard. I think most people out there work their asses off, and that isn't the biggest issue that people have. The issue is that people don't have vision. The best analogy I can give is, let's say you're in a canoe and you're canoeing as hard as you can, but you're literally going the wrong direction. You're not going to get to where you want to get. It's super important that you take the time to properly face that canoe to the direction that you want to be going. Something I've been experimenting with over the past 2 years is creating vision boards. So this was my 2024 one. This is my 2025 one. I won't go into the details of what they all mean. When I used to hear vision board, I used to think, oh, people think you're going to write this down and then it's just going to manifest itself into your life. That's not at all what this vision board has done for me. Every single morning, I wake up and I see this thing in front of my bed. And I know exactly what I'm trying to achieve with my day. The fact that it's on here and that I see it, it reminds me that I actually want to achieve these things. And I think it actually helps in getting us closer to where we're trying to get. So before the year starts, or even if you're watching this in January or in February or any time, take the time to sit with yourself and properly think, what do I want? Where do I want to be in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years? But start with 1 year because it's kind of attainable. And write it down, brainstorm, and come up with a couple of ideas. Once you have a clear set of goals that you want to achieve, it makes it a lot easier to actually go and achieve those goals. So it's important to take the time to do that. Now, once you have your vision, that's really step 1 out of 3. The second step is you need to have SMART goals. I won't go into details of what the SMART goals are since I think most of you would know what this is, but basically it's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. It can get kind of tedious at some point going through all of these, but the most important part of SMART goals is make sure you actually have something that makes sense with what you want to achieve. And also make sure it's measurable. As if you're not able to measure your outcome or your progress, then where are you? We can't even know if you're a success or a failure as you go towards this goal. Now for the last step, SMART goals is not enough. Vision is not enough. The last part is you need accountability. Some people, some very rare people are able to keep themselves accountable. Unfortunately, I'm not part of that group, but I find a lot of people benefit when they have another peer or a friend or a family member that is there to really keep them accountable towards their goals. One of the ways to do this, and this is what I do with my girlfriend, is we have quarterly goals. So every quarter, we literally sit down in front of each other. We write down the things that we're trying to achieve for this quarter. We explain why we want to achieve it, how we're going to achieve it, and then we review it from each other. I look at hers and I tell her, this is not ambitious enough, or this is going to be way too hard for you to do in a quarter. She'll do the same with me. And then after the quarter happens, we revisit those goals and we figure out, okay, did we achieve it? Why didn't we achieve it? What did we learn? It sounds kind of stupid, but I've almost thought about writing a book on this because it's honestly changed my life. Instead of just waking up and going through your day, I feel like I know exactly what I'm trying to do. And when I have these quarterly goals, I know I have these 3 things this quarter that I need to do. And if I don't do it, I have to explain myself to not just to myself, but also to somebody else. So if you can keep these 3 things in mind while you're thinking about 2026, which is that you need vision, you need SMART goals, and you need to be held accountable, 2026 will be an amazing year. Now tell me in the comments, what are the things that you want from this new year and how are you going to be achieving them?